The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I've already laid out the process that is going forward to release these reports, hopefully within a week. And I'm not going to say anything more about it until the report is out and everyone has a chance to look at it. The Office of the Inspector General has a pending investigation of the FISA process in the Russian investigation, and I expect that will be complete probably in May or June. I personally believe that an important part of securing the southern border is to have a barrier system on the border.
Unbelievable. That's Barr. They're making such a big deal about how Barr now is this guy that is just covering for Trump. I mean, that makes no sense at all. So he's just going to become the attorney general and just pat his pockets with Trump's going to take care of him, and he's making sure Trump's going to be okay. This is just so ridiculous. There are so many important things. And it's amazing. I was listening to this today, and I said to myself, I started looking at the headlines, preparing for my show, and I read one that says, IMF slashes world growth outlook to the weakest in a decade. To the weakest in a decade. But they're more involved with, what's going on with Trump, with Russia, with Barr. He's colluding now with Trump. He's covering up Trump. I mean, this is unbelievable. When we got the weakest world growth in a decade. And I told you what's going to take down this market. I told you back in January 16, 2018, was China slowing would take down all the economies around the world, including ours. Then the next headline I read, the greatest retirement crisis in the history of the world. That's the one that really gets me. The greatest retirement crisis in the history of the world. And what in the hell are we talking about? Barr, the Russian probe, is in the Mueller report. Is Barr in Trump's pocket? This is unbelievable. It's just absolutely insane. Jobless claims are rising at a faster pace in 10 years. U.S. businesses are adding jobs at the slowest pace in 18 months. I told you that. Remember, your middle class is shrinking. The middle class is the foundation to our country because they are the ones that have enough disposable income after they pay their taxes to create small businesses. They are entrepreneurs, and we need small businesses being created because it's the small business that creates 72% of the jobs, the startup businesses. And the big corporations like Cisco and the rest of them, they depend on these small businesses that are developing the entrepreneurs because they go buy them. It's cheaper for them to buy them than start a new one on their own. Cisco, if you go all the way back to Cisco in 1995 and 98 and 2000, how did they grow? They bought something like 122 companies. They're all small businesses started by entrepreneurs. But the entrepreneurs, they were middle class. These are people who, when they paid their taxes, their state taxes, their federal tax, they had enough disposable income to either go shop or start a business. And the other day I told you, they came out and said, 3.2% in wage increases. But it didn't go to the middle class. The middle class has the most purchasing power of anybody. The 1 percentile, when they get a raise, part of that 3.2% annual raise in wages, they put in a pile of the rest of their stuff because they, as I tell you over and over, they don't have to buy anything. They don't need anything. And then you take the working poor, he has no purchasing power. When he gets that extra money, he pays his back bills. He doesn't go out and buy appliances. He doesn't go out and buy a big screen TV, but it's the middle class. See, you need the biggest middle class you can get to have redistribution of wealth, which is, what's that? Is to create new businesses. And then you redistribute the wealth. But of course, our socialists now, AOC and the rest of them, they don't want to do that. What they want to do is take money away from those entrepreneurs, confiscate their money, take their money from them, and then they're going to take it and spread it among the people who don't want to work, who want to be on the dole. Let's go back to these headlines. Trade deficit, $85 billion a month, is the root of all economic evils. Budget deficits, $1 trillion and growing. Our budget deficit is growing 35% faster than our economy. You want to know why we can't get to a GDP of 3%? Are you kidding me? Heavy truck orders. Those are those big trucks that, you know, when you're traveling and you're going up a hill and you want to get around that big tractor trailer. Those trucks that pull the trailer, orders have tumbled by 66% in this country. You know about auto sales. We talk about all the time, crumbling. But not here in the United States as well. Home sales have dropped to a 4-year low. Does anybody know that? 4-year low. People are not even talking about it. If you're trying to sell a house today, you got to start dropping your price, and you better be the first one in the neighborhood to drop to get out before this whole thing collapses. In Vancouver, home prices have dropped by 46%. It's coming. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I know you'd rather listen to the guys on Fox and listen to all the good stuff and how everything's terrific and the world is great. We have the best economy ever. It's booming. Listen to Varney.
The market's on fire. The economy's booming.
But they're such hypocrites. Listen, first, here's some hypocritical statements. Listen to this.
The immediate economy looks good. Jobs were good. Wages were good. Hours worked, all good.
Really? Now this.
The bulk of the jobs that are being created are either part-time or in industries that are very low-paying. If you look back to last June to today, we've seen a 43% decline in high-paying jobs.
There you go. She's right. But what does he say?
The immediate economy looks good. Jobs were good.
Yeah. And then you have this.
71% of Americans said that our economy is in good shape. The economy is working for American businesses. It's working for American workers. We saw it last week with the jobs report, wages going up.
And what we're still saying today, although it's getting a bit darker, you're right, and the sun is not shining as brightly as it did.
Yeah, because the IMF has slashed their outlook on our growth. Look, those jobs, not one person there said, wait a minute, we had a 3.2% wage increase, but not one told you what I told you, that those wages are going to the very, very wealthy and the very, very poor and not going to the middle class, and that's shrinking the middle class. When you shrink the middle class, you're screwed because it's the middle class that drives our economy. Our economy's slowing. Look at the GDP numbers. Really bad. Our labor participation rate has dropped, but nobody wants to hear any of this. All they want to hear is how everything is terrific. Here, we're going to tell you the truth and how to make money and help the kids at St. Jude's. We'll be right back, 15 past the hour.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com.
Where's it?
Or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. This is the time of the show, or part of the show, that we start reporting about how our members are doing with their stocks using our color-coded chart that tells us when to buy, when to sell, because we follow the money. You want to just follow the money. Stop following the noise. The noise is not going to get you anywhere. Here's some noise for you on Apple.
It's been Disney and Apple that have been outperforming the rest of the components.
This has been a great run by Apple, and a lot of it is because I think the focus did come away from phones, and people are looking at all the other areas where Apple has all this strength and where they're growing.
The more people, the more of us that have any of their products on our person, which would include cell phones, not just watches and things like that, that is immense for Apple.
You know what? I'm listening to them talk about Apple, and they get in all the detail about Apple and their sales and this component and that component and the iPhone and how many more orders they got. I don't care about any of that. I could care less. All I know is we purchased Apple when it turned green on my MV2. It told me the big institutions, the biggest hedge funds, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance company, all bought Apple, and we did too. And we bought Apple when it was around $164. I think that was in February. Now, we didn't buy it. We could have bought it in January, but we didn't. We waited to see when we thought most of that money was coming in. So we're up 21% on Apple. But here's what's important. Any dope can get into Apple and go up 21%. A dope could have gotten 21%. Because how does Apple go up? Because Apple does nothing but buy its own shares. Late last year, they bought 1.5. Remember we had that tax cut, 1.5 trillion, that big tax cut. That's when they lowered the corporate tax rate from 21% down to 35% because the corporations, the S&P 500, made $17 trillion and they really need the help. Unbelievable, isn't it? With the corporate welfare we give these people. I mean, that's a whole other subject, the corporate welfare, what these companies get from you and I. Unbelievable. But let's think about it. So when they gave the tax cut to $1.5 trillion, they felt sorry for them. They told them, well, gee, if you give us a $1.5 trillion tax cut, we'll raise wages and everything else for the folks. Okay, so they lowered the rate, 21 to 35%, and then they provided, of course, the permanent tax break for overseas, so they could take their overseas profit, bring it back here at a low rate. So this company in the first quarter of 2018, and you take the companies in the S&P 500, they purchased a record-breaking $178 billion of their own shares. How can a stock not go up? You haven't got to know anything about the stock. You don't have to know about the free cash flow. You don't have to know about their margins. You don't have to know about price to sales. You don't have to know anything about their equipment. All you need to look at, what I look at, is it turned green. It turned green, and we told our members buy. But the important thing is to get out of this stock before it falls apart. So when you hear them talk all this jibber jabber, all this garbage here, when you hear this happening like this,
It's been Disney and Apple that have been outperforming the rest of the components.
This has been a great run by Apple, and a lot of it is because I think the focus did come away from phones, and people are looking at all the other...
No, that's not why, my friend. The focus didn't come away from phones and looking at other things because they did their own stock buybacks. That's why. But when you hear that kind of noise and you start seeing the volume fall apart, you better start taking profits. We did. We're up 21%, and we're starting to take profits. Friday, we took profits. We added a little bit back today, but the majority of our profits we put in our pocket.
you're going to go from 18% of total revenues to probably 25% over the coming years. And what's important about that is it has 61% margins versus the devices, which...
I mean, who cares? Do you care? I don't care. We could dig J.P. Morgan up and he's second to motion. He don't care.
Wow.
It's all about watching the money and make sure you're getting out of the stock when everybody else gets out. That's the problem. Your planner, your money manager, the money they give to these people to manage your stocks. You don't even know the guy. The guy's managing your 401k. The last thought in his brain is to get you out of the stock because he gets paid. His compensation is tied to how big the fund is. He doesn't want you out. Your planner doesn't want you out. Your money manager doesn't want you out. All the way down the line, nobody wants you out. So they're going to make sure you stay in, and you always get caught. When the market crashes, you always get caught, don't you? Why do you think you're going to be so lucky? I told you on January 16, 2018, we're going to have a crash. We did, 20%. It was interfered. They interfered with it, doing some financial engineering. Oh, it's not over. We're going to go back down again. We're going to get back this rally. But if you keep listening to this stuff, you're never going to make money. The idea is when to get out. And then when the market starts to fall or your individual stock starts to fall, then mitigate those losses by making sure you're making money on the way down. It is so easy to do. So easy to do. I mean, it's all about the money. That's what QE was all about, money. This QE, where they decided to go ahead and print trillions of dollars, $4 trillion, to buy treasuries to lower the interest rates, so to lower the rates on the short-term rates, like credit cards and so forth, so they could loan money to these corporations free, so they could get in and buy their own stock back, pushing the stock up. And nobody talks about, when do I get out? Everybody's talking about, when do they get in? What are you, nuts? Should somebody be talking about, when do we get out? That's what we do here on Phil's Gang. That's why you should join my gang right now. They're waiting for your call. This is insane.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
PhilsGang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
I've been telling you since January of 2018 the market was going to crash, and what was going to tip the market over is China and the global economy, that it was slowing. Now what are you hearing? Nobody ever talks about the bond market. I always talk about the bond market with my gang because we watch the bond market. This is how we get our returns. Give you an example. We bought in January Netflix. We also bought Nike. We bought Hess. And we bought Airlines, LUV. Those four, we have an 18% return. Again, I'm not saying every gang member made 18%. I can't say that because I don't know when they get in or when they get out. I give them the instructions when to get in and when to add to their position, when to take profits, when to get out, when to run like hell. And if they follow that, then that was the returns we had on those four stocks.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know what's interesting is all these people that you listen to on these TV financial shows, they talk in a language. It's like a Starbucks language. You don't understand what they're talking about. You don't. I mean, they're talking about trailing PE ratios, the forward PE ratio, the price to sales, price to book, return on assets, return on equity, profit margins, free cash flow. When they should be talking about how you get screwed in your 401k. Because none of that matters. You don't need to know price to sales, price to book, return on assets, return on equity to get into Apple. When it turned green, we got in. We're up 21%. We don't know anything. My gang members don't know anything about price to book. I thought when I saw price to book, that means I have to send my members down to the library or something. But green's pretty easy, isn't it? Pretty easy, I thought. And I've been in this business for over 40 years. I'm 73 years old. And I said, you know, all this garbage they talk about every day about these companies, why you should buy a company, is all garbage. Companies will go up when they want them to go up. It's like when the government spent over $22 million to find out why fish jump out of the water, fly, and they go back in the water. $22 million. And finally, after years of experiments and $22 million, they came back with a report because they just like to jump out of the water. Corporations, when they want their stock to go up, they'll make sure it goes up, because who do they have in their pocket? Corporations have in their pocket the Federal Reserve. The corporations have Congress in their pocket. There's more corporate welfare than any other welfare. We talk about welfare. There's more corporate welfare than any other welfare. You and I paid $8.5 billion, came from you and me, with subsidized loans to Chevron. We're loaning to Chevron $8.5 billion. ExxonMobil, Ford Motor Company, we pay them $8.5 billion when people are holding 2 and 3 jobs. What are you, nuts? Remember the TARP building? Remember the TARP money? Oh, $700 billion is what we printed and gave to the banks to save them. What a bunch of crap that was. That was nothing. It was more than that. On top of that $700 billion we gave to Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan, we gave $3 billion to the 2 of them each, and we gave Citigroup and Bank of America. They received $1.5 billion each. You and I paid for all that. Lockheed Martin, we gave Lockheed Martin corporate welfare. We gave them $392 billion. General Dynamics, $170 billion. United Technology, $73 billion. GE, $380 million. Archer Daniels, $174 million. United Technology, $160 million. I can go on and on and on. Give them all this money. This is what you and I do. Why are we giving them all this money? Because these corporations own our Congress. They own our Congress. And the big boys, the 1 percentile, the 2,800 people that are in that group, the 100th of 1 percentile, who get in that group, you got to have a net worth of $111 million and making $27 million a year. They run the Federal Reserve. As a matter of fact, they're the ones that decide who's going to be president, and they fund them. So what you do is just follow the money. What do you think you're going to do? Find some broker, some money manager who's going to be a genius and figure out all this stuff, going to figure out the return on assets, return on equity, which is all nonsense, which is just one big mask. Just follow the money. I can't convince you. Obviously, I convince some people. I have a good bunch of gang members. And it's simple. But to try to convince you to take just 30 days, join a gang for $39.95. And of the 5 stocks that is in our portfolio, we have a 5-stock portfolio. We've been in it over 2 years. We just finished the first quarter. They're all excited because the S&P went up 10%. Well, we went up 15%. The 5 stocks, and I keep telling you, why don't you just, for heaven's sakes, join the gang for $39.95 for 1 month, pick one of the stocks, and every day at 2 o'clock, I give you the information, my team give you the information on each one of those stocks, what you should do. And sometimes the information is do nothing. Sometimes the information is to add to your position. Sometimes the information is take some shares off. Sometimes the information is run like hell. And a lot of the times when the market starts going down is let's sell it short. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable, the stuff that we're thinking. When I hear all this stuff, like listen to this, listen to this. I go, what's this all about?
Find the next thing you can move on to. So now it's going to be about the tax returns. And what is it exactly that you are looking for? What do you think you are likely to find that would be nefarious?
Well, we're not really looking for anything nefarious. We're
Oh, wait a minute. Martha McCallum was asking this Democrat last night, what do you want with the taxes? And nothing. Oh, no, we just want to check and see if the IRS are doing their job. Listen to the lying.
Find the next thing you can move on to. So now it's going to be about the tax returns. And what is it exactly that you are looking for? What do you think you are likely to find that would be nefarious?
Well, we're not really looking for anything nefarious. We're looking for whether or not the IRS is properly auditing and enforcing.
So this is just an oversight concern? That's what you're arguing here? You're just blanket concerned about oversight. It has nothing to do with this president.
If you read, no, this president is in this position because, unlike every president for the last nearly 50 years, he has not released a return. So it's impossible for us to determine without having access.
Well, what do we need you to determine? The voters already determined he didn't give his tax He didn't give his taxes to us when we voted him in office, and he's doing a better job than the rest of you are doing. But my point is, this is what they're working on. This is what they're working on. Isn't this amazing? When we have the biggest crises ever when it comes to retirement because your 401k is a bust. It doesn't work. You got too many hidden fees. That's the first thing. I mean, think about how they screw you with the hidden fees. They hide the administration. They hide the record keeping, investment manager. They hide custodial fees, legal fees, transfer agent fees. This all fees they hide. Transfer fees. They hide record keeping fees, marketing fees, including brochures, office expense. They even charge you sometimes for paper, telephone, toilet paper, parking fees. You pay for all this. All hidden. That's why you can't make money with a 401k. But the dangerous is when the 401k starts going down, you freeze. You can't do anything. Call. Ask your broker. What should we do? What do they say? Just hang in. Everything's going to be fine. Hang in. Everything's going to be just fine. You're going to be fine.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to
how many times did you hear that when the market was crashing? You're not fine. And the 401k, besides the hidden fee, I love the fact that I love the matching program. Everybody gets into 401ks. The biggest hook was the matching. Oh, we're going to match you, man. You put in your money. We're going to match you with our money. Wait a minute. They never give you that money free. Do you really think if you're going to put $10 in, they're going to match it with $10? You think a company, these greedy companies who we gave to General Dynamics $170 billion, we gave to GE $380 million, we gave to Archer Daniels $174 million. These companies take. They don't give anything to anybody. Do you really think they're nice people running these companies? Aww. So think about it. You know what they do when they hire you? They know they got to match you. So if you're going to take out a 401k, you're going to join their company, what they do is adjust the position you're in. If you're going to make $48,000 a year, they bring it down to $42,000. So they make up the difference. So they never match you at all. Oh, yes, on the service they match you, but with your own money, they discount the position they're hiring you for. Oh, nobody knows about that. It's unbelievable, the stuff going on. So this is what's going on. Look, join my gang and just make sure when I tell you it's green, you buy. When it's red, you get out and run like hell. That's simple. They're waiting for your call. 877-600-GANG. Remember St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected. Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the PhilsGang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let PhilsGang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
I've been telling you since January of 2018 the market was going to crash, and what was going to tip the market over is China and the global economy, that it was slowing. Now what are you hearing? Nobody ever talks about the bond market. I always talk about the bond market with my gang because we watch the bond market. This is how we get our returns. Give you an example. We bought in January Netflix. We also bought Nike. We bought Hess. And we bought Airlines, LUV. Those four, we have an 18% return. Again, I'm not saying every gang member made 18%. I can't say that because I don't know when they get in or when they get out. I give them the instructions when to get in and when to add to their position, when to take profits, when to get out, when to run like hell. And if they follow that, then that was the returns we had on those four stocks.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Going into the close, the market's down almost 180 points. Market's getting tired. Remember, they keep trying to pump this market up, keep it up there with all kinds of fake narratives. They're going to sign it with the Chinese, going to this wonderful government, Chinese agreement. That's not going to happen. Oh, they'll sign an agreement with China, but it's going to be no good. It's going to be lousy. The only agreement that would be good is if we signed where if we caught them, again, stealing our technology, that we would be allowed to put tariffs back on, and they'll never agree to that. But my point is, that we got all these things going on in the world. At the end of the day, when you go to bed and you put your head on the pillow at night, don't you think about money? Don't you think about your retirement? Don't you think about you don't have enough disposable income, meaning after you pay your taxes and everything else, you don't have enough money to buy stuff? The only way you can buy stuff is through a credit card, so you end up with debt. And then your 401k, is the only product in America that people buy that don't know the price of it, the quality of it, the danger of it, but yet they buy it. Your employer going to tell you they're matching when they're not really matching you because they discount your position. They make up for it by taking that $48,000 position, making it $42,000 position. That's how they do that. They have... You have very little control over your money in a 401k. And when the market starts crashing, you can't get out of it. You got to wait till the end of the day if you can get out then. But here's the other thing that's going on that nobody wants to talk. They all want to talk about. They all want to talk about the border. They all want to talk about Trump's taxes. Why don't we talk about income inequality? What's giving us this income inequality? Why is it that most of the income is going right to the rich? And it's going right to the poor. And the middle class is getting screwed, and the middle class is shrinking, and the middle class is the foundation of America. The middle class is the foundation of America because it also produces all the small businesses which grows America. It's not IBM. It's not Apple. It's the small business in your town. That's what keeps America together. That's what grows America. That's where 72% of our jobs come from. But nobody cares about them either. So we got all this income inequality. We got money going to the big guys, and what do? They don't spend it. They got the least purchasing power because they got everything they need. They bought everything. They don't have a want for anything. So they take their money and put it in a pile with the rest of the money. Oh, and when you hear them say how they go out and create jobs and invest, that's a bunch of nonsense. They never use their own money. They go to Wall Street and they get everybody else's money. They just keep piling up their money. And then the other money goes to the poor. When you need most of the money, the bulk of the money needs to go to who has the biggest purchasing power, who will spend the most, and that's the middle class. But they screwed the middle class. Obama screwed the middle class. He didn't want them to grow because that's competing with socialism. That's competing with the welfare state. You can't build a welfare state when you have another entity over here creating jobs who are independent, who don't want anything to do with the government. You got to kill that group. And he pretty much did. Now Trump's trying to get that going again. But, you know, income inequality has been with us for over 30 years. And it's not healthy when you have all this money going to the wrong people. To the people that the people that have the most purchasing power. That's where that money should go to. Because when they're finished, that disposable income they have left, they'll go spend it or they'll build businesses, but they don't get the money. So think about this. Since QE was introduced in 2008 by Bernanke and Obama, that's when they screwed Main Street. That's when they did it, in 2008. And think about it. Since 2008, we have never witnessed such a high concentration of wealth in so few hands. That is the problem with this country. That's why we can't grow to 3%. That's why Obama was the only president in history of our nation who could not grow the economy to 3% because we have income inequality. There is so much, this big concentration of money is going to the wrong people. That's why we have slow growth. He couldn't get above 3%. Then Trump comes in. He's trying to fix it. He won the White House. His economic team, headed by, unfortunately, Larry Kudlow, announced that we would grow 4 to 5%. How do you do that? When you have income inequality, when you have too much money going to too few hands. Obama couldn't do it. And the only way we got to 3% under Trump is because Kudlow was able to take some financial engineering and take the 2.8% and make it 3% by maneuvering the soybean inventory. He never hit 3%. Our real GDP came in for 2018, 2.8%. It wasn't 3%. It wasn't 3%. And our GDP for 2019, his estimates dropped from that 3% to 1.4%. We have tremendous rising inequality that's killing our nation, killing your jobs, killing overtime. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So QE is responsible for knocking off more than 10 percentage points off our economic GDP growth since 2008 to 2018. What are you, nuts? Nobody's talking about it. See, growth happens when those with the most purchasing power spend money. It's the middle class. They're the foundation of our economy because they have the largest purchasing power in our society. And when they pay their federal and state and local taxes, the amount of money they have left, referred as disposable income, is supposed to be greater than the working poor, it's supposed to be greater than the 1 percentile, but it's not. That's how they're killing our middle class. It's unbelievable. It's terrible. So, people like Cortez and Obama and all these other socialists, Bernie Sanders, they can't expand their dreams of a socialist government unless they get rid of the middle class. Because remember, a socialist government disincentivizes work ethic. Socialists Governments have people that have a herd mentality. They only can survive as long as the government provides free college, free health care, free housing, free medical, free wages. Yes, free wages. Remember, AOC is saying if you don't want to work, we'll give you a wage anyways. This is a killer. This is killing us. This is killing us. This is why we can't grow. When there is a society of people who are fiercely independent, who want the opportunity to be free of government interference, they don't want to depend on anybody but themselves. They want to excel by being entrepreneurs. They want to create businesses. When you have a society like that, that's a danger. That's danger. Red flag for these socialists, for these Democrats, for these liberals. And they're going to do everything they can in their power to screw them. So what they're going to do is continue to make sure the very wealthy gets all the money they need to put in the stock market. So you want to be there on the way up, and you want to be there on the way down. Give you an example. Tiffany. We already told you about Apple. We got into Apple. We have a 21% gain. Tiffany. We got into Tiffany. Same thing when it turned red to green. Tiffany. I'll put it up for you now, Tiffany. We got in beautiful. But look, both of these are beautiful runs. But that's not what we worry about. That's easy because 78% of the time stocks go up. You got to watch for when the stock goes down, when it's going to pull the legs out from underneath that stool. And that's what we do around here. That's what my MV2 does. That's what the algorithms do. They identify that. So why don't you just try it for 1 month, for God's sakes, and help the kids at St. Jude. Now, I know all about St. Jude, and I know about kids with cancer because my son had cancer. I get it. And remember, St. Jude, 1962, only 4% of the kids with leukemia survived. Now it's over 90%. So let's all work together. Stop listening to these people, these jibber-jabbers on these financial shows that doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, and whatever they're telling you, as soon as they open their mouth, you know they're lying to you. Just try for 1 month. They're waiting for your call, $39.95. I'm going to reach out and try to help you to get you to join the gang for 1 month, and then you're going to reach back when you're making money and help the kids at St. Jude. It's a win-win for all of us. You've got to do something. To do nothing at all is even worse, because your 401k, let me tell you, that is why, if it's doing so well, why are they saying today we have the biggest retirement crisis ever? That's a contradiction. 877-600-GANG. Call now. Waiting for your call. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to